Bringing you the flavor of the Midlands. Live from Columbia, this is Soda City Live.
Do you know there are thousands upon thousands of varieties of potatoes in our world? And many of them come in colorful, beautiful colors. Well, Sal Sharp owns and runs Sal's Old Timey Feed and Seed on the north side of Columbia. And we have a short window to get these potatoes in the ground to get them growing, right?
Yes, this is potato season, so you got till about third week of March, and you need to get them in pretty quick.
Okay, and when we say get them in, we don't want to just stick any potato in the ground, right? We need to let it grow some eyes.
Yes, exactly. So I know everybody's had potatoes in their pantry, and it started putting some roots and some stems coming out. So you wait till those get about a ½ inch. Then they're ready to plant.
Okay, and then I love this idea that you took a egg carton, and
Yes.
why did you want to spread them out? I'll try to hold this so you can see it.
Yeah, so I don't know if y'all, sometimes you smell something in your pantry and your potatoes done gone a little rotten. This just keeps it, so if it starts draining a little bit while you're waiting for them to eye out, it catches it. So
okay,
so it's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a nice way, because we want to give them a little air, a little space, and then let them go ahead and grow those eyes.
Yes.
So I'm going to go over here and start cutting some potatoes. And yes, I know this knife. Will you look at this? It's the only one I could find in the Soda City Live kitchen. I mean, this is pathetic.
It's Killer Dondi.
Killer Dondi, right. Look at that beautiful purple. That is
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes, it really
and potatoes
is.
come in all, like I said, all different colors, sizes. And I was going to show you something on this one. So it's always a question from people that garden all the time, whether you have to cut the potato in order to plant it, or if you can just plant the whole potato. So where you took off that right there, you could eat this part and then save that little piece of meat, set it right in there. Okay. And then start growing it.
Well, what about putting in a whole potato? What would happen if we did that?
That's totally fine too. Okay. Yes. I don't really like to cut my potatoes. I did a lot of canning over the weekend. Yes. So I did take the parts like this right here and just put them to the side so I could replant. Okay. And then I canned the middle part of it. So then you got, you know, buy one, get one free almost. Okay. But the reason, if you're a farmer and you want to, the reason you would want to cut the potatoes is in order to have a very straight row. Or also, you know, in the olden days, people lived off potatoes. You do like what I just said. Just cut the part, let that sit for a little while, grow out a little bit, and then plant. Okay. So we've got making some, what are we making here? French fries, I guess? We're making pink and purple French fries.
Pink and purple. Those are beautiful potatoes. So we have here, this is the box that Sal, you can subscribe to Sal's box, and in it were some potatoes, and I'm letting the eyes get on those. And then you have these two things, the sulfur for stronger potatoes, which I guess has a nitrogen stabilizer. Yes. pH adjuster.
It adjusts pH. So potatoes really need the sulfur in order to eat, and you know, to eat the fertilizer, to take nutrients from the ground.
And then you've got a potato
potash.
Potato food.
Yes.
Okay.
Potash grows the roots, and also organic tomato tone. So it's very, very important to actually feed your potatoes. And I like the pink and purple because it really, really gets kids into gardening.
Because of the pretty colors. Yes,
exactly. And we're going to be planting potatoes for the next 3 or 4 weeks at Sal's. So anybody wants to come on by and throw some potatoes in the ground, come on by, and we've got them for planting.
Wonderful.
Yes, so
let's go ahead and throw up the full screen if we can, and let's go through these as we kind of review here. Sal's advice is to put potatoes in a cool room, allow the eyes to grow. You can put 3 smaller potatoes or 1 bigger variety type in a 5-gallon bucket. Put holes in the bucket and add leaves, straw, or rocks at the bottom for drainage. Mix together your soil, compost, and dead leaves. Then cover the potatoes with 5 inches of your mix. Place the container in an area that allows it to receive 6 to 8 hours of full sunshine. Now, you mentioned the containers, the 5-gallon containers, but these do well in the ground. Or a raised bed as well?
They do okay in the ground.
Okay.
The problem you have is with moles and voles and stuff like that, because they love to eat the potatoes also.
What about a raised bed?
Raised beds, okay. I just love the bucket idea because at the end of the season, you harvest about July and June when the tops completely die. You can just dump the bucket over and you've got oodles of potatoes.
Oh, how wonderful.
Yes.
And so when those tops are dying is going to be when the temperature is getting hot. So we're going to kind of know.
When it completely dies down.
Because it's really pretty initially.
Are beautiful.
The greens at the top.
Yes.
Can you eat those?
No, those are poisonous. Part of the nightshade family. So you never, tomatoes, you don't want to eat the foliage off of.
Okay. Yeah. So the potatoes, again, we need to get in the ground here in the next couple of weeks until about March.
About mid-March, yeah.
Okay. And a raised bed is okay, and you love the idea of a 5-gallon bucket.
I like the buckets. And you can do it in the ground, too, just plant some more for the grubs and the voles that's going to come snack on them.
So everybody can share.
Or we can get you out there and you can just chop them up with the butcher knife.
With the butcher knife. I mean, really, this says Soda City Live, doesn't it? All right, well, we're looking forward to these being finished, but I am going to say thank you, Sal, as always, and I have put her information on my Facebook page as well because it is so vital that we can grow so much at home, and it's vital to know how to do it.
Yes, and it's a pretty day, so come on down to Sal's this week and get your potatoes growing.
You have classes too, right?
Yeah, we do. We have a dehydrating class on Saturday, but we also have potato classes every 15 minutes every Saturday until mid-March.
Every 15 minutes you hold a potato class?
Yes.
Until mid-March?
Yes. On Saturdays.
On Saturdays.
Yes, on Saturdays.
All right, thanks for being on Soda City Live, Sal.
Thank you so much.
More Soda City Live right after this, including our Be Well Wednesday segment. Stay tuned.